If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and heal their land. 2 Chronicles 7:14. Hey everyone, Mitchell Hollis here with Run for God. You know, this morning I woke up to news that seems to be becoming more and more common lately. Another senseless shooting which took the lives of 12 individuals. This time, it was in Thousand Oaks, California. The town immediately caught my attention because I knew that Run for God has a strong presence there. Was anyone that I knew hurt? Was anyone that the instructors knew hurt? So many thoughts raced through my mind this time because I actually knew someone in that town. I lifted this community up in prayer during my quiet time this morning, and I sent a text to one of our instructors on the ground letting them know that we're praying for them. As I went through my day, I began to think about how close this shooting hit to my home. Yes, it happened 3,000 miles away, but I actually knew someone in that particular town. I began to think about where we are as a nation and as a society. It seems as though we're divided as you can get. But why? Why are we so divided? Why, when something like this happens, we all rally together for a day or two and then we quickly run back to our political corners? Republicans think Democrats are the problem, and Democrats, they think Republicans are the problem. It's a never-ending circle that is splitting our nation in half. Let's take this tragedy for example. I can tell you what will happen in the days and weeks to come. One party will say that we need more gun control, while the other party will say they're just trying to take our guns. The issue will turn white hot for a few days and then it will be forgotten within days. But why? Because another divisive issue will come up and the party lines will once again be drawn. Let me put this as plainly as I know how to put it. The problem with our nation and society is not a political problem. It's not a gun problem. It's not a red or blue problem. It is a spiritual problem. Our nation has turned its back on God. It's true. As a nation, our identity was once based on God and the Bible. At one time, people knew you by where you went to church. We bowed our heads in prayer before class at school. Our children were taught right from wrong based on Christian values and not based on what your rights are or what feels good. There was a time that as a nation, our identity was based on Jesus Christ. This is truth. Now, I'm not a very smart guy, but you don't have to be very smart to look back at our heritage, at the heritage of this country, to see what set us apart from many other parts of the world. 2 Chronicles was written thousands of years ago, and yet its writings ring so true right now. Our land needs healing. Gun control will not fix our problem. More guns will not fix our problem. More or less rights will not fix our problem. More Democrats and Republicans will not fix our problem. Only God Himself can fix the problem that we've gotten ourselves into. And He's willing to do just that. But He will only do it when certain conditions are met. And His Word is clear about what those conditions are. Be humble, pray, seek God, and turn from our wicked ways. It really is a simple solution. Now please don't take this as some sort of political writing, because it's not. Please don't demonize me as not being inclusive. That's not my intent. Please don't read into something that I've not spoken. My message is simple, and it is that our country needs God back on our side. We need to drop the political rhetoric and humble ourselves. We need to pray. We need to call evil for what it is, and we need to seek God's face. The instructor that I texted this morning reached back out to me this evening. It was a message that made my heart sink. She told me that 2 of the young men who were viciously gunned down last night were friends of the family. One had even just left her office hours before. Please join me in praying for our country. Please join me in praying for revival. Pray that while we desire worldwide revival, we understand that the people that need revival the most is the person looking back at us in the mirror. Go up and tell someone who has a different political view than you that you love them. I'm serious. If we all did that one thing, we'd be a better country. Love always wins. You know, the Bible tells us in 1 Corinthians 13:13, and now abide in faith, hope, and love, and the greatest of these is love. Guys, I love you, but more importantly, God loves you. Now go tell someone about Jesus today.